Ladies, gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Books and Buds where we discuss the books you might not hear about. So, we are continuing on with Horror Month, and today I'm going to be talking about this book by Jack Ketchum called Old Flames. The reason I decided to read this book was because I'm a member of a lot of reading and writing communities online. Now, some people were talking about who's your favorite horror writer. Of course, we got a whole bunch of people responding with Stephen King, Dean Koontz, but there was a handful of people that mentioned Jack Ketchum, Brian Keene, Richard Lehman. I'm very familiar with Richard Lehman. He's one of my favorites, but I had never heard of Jack Ketchum or Brian Keene before. So if you want to hear my opinion about Brian Keene, I did a video about 3 weeks back now. Check it out. Leave your opinions in the comments. I'm always open to criticism or whatever. But today I'm going to be talking about Jack Ketchum. Now, when I read his reviews on Amazon after I left one myself, I learned that this wasn't a favorite of his. And I'm a little disappointed that I read it first, but judging by the comments, I'm going to continue reading him because this is not a horror book. This was basically a thriller novel, a psychological thriller where there was a woman, she was just on an absolute killing spree. She didn't care about who she murdered to get to the man that she wanted, the high school sweetheart of her dreams. However, it was still an awesome book because I'm a fan of thriller fiction. So the only disappointment I had was I was looking to be scared, I was looking to be grossed out, and based on what everyone's telling me, this is the guy to do that. However, this was still an awesome book. I loved it very much. So I apologize that I'm doing kind of a thriller book during Horror Month, but whatever, he's a horror writer. So I want to definitely let you know about what happened in this book. Now, this woman starts off with, she's messing around with some guy, and she's had enough of his crap and goes into his office and tells him to stick it, basically. So, now she's an antiques dealer. She's based out of New York, and she does a lot of stuff in New England, and she's kind of searching herself out. She decides that she wants to get back in contact with her ex, so she contacts Old Flames. Flame Finders, I'm sorry. Flame Finders is the name of the detective agency that finds Old Flames. And they do a very good job. They're very thorough. Turns out he lives on the other side of the country now, her old college sweetheart. She got a little angry with him back in college and decided to stop talking to him. Big mistake because he was a very nice guy. And when she discovers that he's with a family, he's got a wonderful wife, she's like, that could have been me. So, being of unsound mind, she says, well, it can still be me. Decides to wipe out the poor dude's wife and try to take over his mommy of the house. Unfortunately, the little girl in the story doesn't want a new mom, and she's very suspicious of our main character. So we get a little bit of a female energy headbutting going on there, you know, kind of the little girl's trying to convince her dad that this girl's no good. The woman, you know, is using his wife's recent death as a way to use his, I don't know, emotions against him, so to speak. And it's wonderful. They do a very, very good. Jack Ketchum does a very good job in this book. That's why I still want to review it. So if he does that good of a job in a thriller novel, I can only imagine what he's going to do in a horror novel. It was very fast-paced. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. I still left him a good review, even though I was looking forward to something else. I was looking forward to a horror. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of one of my upcoming videos. I'm very excited about my buddy Shawn Burgess' new book. It's called The Tear Collector. I'll be covering that one, I don't know, with it by the end of the month, I'm hoping, because even though it's a YA book, he sent me, this isn't the real cover, by the way, he sent me an advanced reader's copy. He even signed it for me, because he's a good guy and he wanted me to read it. Upon starting, and I'm already a little over 100 pages in here, I'm very excited about reviewing it. So it's a YA, but it seems like kind of a YA horror, so I'm really trying to find it and read as fast as I can so I can squeeze it in before the month's over. It don't matter. If I don't finish it before the month's up, I'll still cover it in a future video before the year's up. I don't know. I can't really do it for a Thanksgiving special or a Christmas special, but it's a good book and it deserves to be talked about. So I'll yap away about it. With that said, him and I discovered each other, became pals on social media. You can find me on Facebook. I have an author's page. Where you can follow me and discover all my writing. I have a book coming out, Corpse Lily, very soon, either the end of the year or very early in 2020. It's a YA, it's a family saga about a father and a son, a father who's trying to keep his daughter away from the bad boy in school. So it goes back and forth from the father to the protagonist, who's her boyfriend, who has a lot of problems. He's an alcoholic, And he really likes this girl, but mostly because he's hot. She's hot. Doesn't really have good intentions in mind. The father can see right through this kid's crap. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I'm very active, writer Daniel Roach. And you can follow me on Twitter. I'm not very active on there, but I still like to put around once in a while on there at Dan Roach Daniel. Also, you can find me on WordPress, danielcraigroach.wordpress.com. And you can find Burning Bush if you want to follow our sponsors on Instagram and on Facebook. So thank you very much. I'll be leaving a link for this wonderful book by Jack Ketchum in the description below. You guys are awesome. Have a killer day.